Now, our next theorem is the necessary and sufficient condition. The necessary and sufficient condition that a given curve to be a plane curve if tau is equal to 0 at all points, and it is a straight line if kappa is equal to 0 at all points. Yeah. So it means the curve is plane curve if tau is 0 and the curve is a straight line if kappa is equal to 0, right? So first part, A part, let the curve be a plane curve. So this is a if and only if part. If the curve be a plane curve, then in that case, osculating plane is seen at each point of the curve. If the curve is plane curve, then the osculating plane is same at each point of the curve. Then it implies from this b binormal is constant, then its derivative is equal to 0, its derivative with respect to s. By Freenet formula, the dB by ds is equal to minus tau n, which is equal to 0. Now this n vector is non-zero because it is a unit vector, then it implies tau is equal to 0. So it is a first part. If curve is plane curve, then tau is equal to 0. Now converse part, same in the reverse way. If tau is 0, then this tau n is 0, then it implies dB by ds is 0, then it implies b is constant, then it implies osculating plane is the same at each point of the curve, then it implies the curve is a plane curve. So it is our first part for a plane curve. Now second part, now given curve is a straight line. If given curve is a straight line, then the equation of straight line is r vector, which is equal to as plus b vector, where a and b are constant vectors. These are constant vector. Now differentiate with respect to s, then r dash vector is equal to a vector. Again differentiate, so this value will be 0. Now what is this? It is a t dash. If it is a t dash, then what is the value of t dash by Freenet formula? That is kappa n vector. So from this, kappa is equal to 0. So this is our necessary condition. Now sufficient condition. Now suppose kappa is equal to 0. Then by Freenet formula, t dash, which is equal to kappa n, is 0. So it implies r double dash equal to 0, right? If r double dash equal to 0, now integrating with respect to s, so it implies r dash, which is equal to constant vector. Again differentiate with respect to s, so it implies r dash r vector, which is equal to as plus b vector. Then it means it is a equation of straight line. So remember, if the curve is plane curve, then tau is 0. If tau is 0, then curve is plane. If the curve is a straight line, then kappa is 0. If kappa is 0, then the curve is a straight line. Now, after that, this is very important result, and also it is important for application for questions. Now for the curvature and torsion of any curve, which is r vector, which is equal to r vector function of s, the value of kappa, which is equal to this values r dash cross r double dash, and value of torsion, which is equal to r scalar triple product of r dash r double dash r triple dash over r dash into r double dash square of absolute values. Clear? So our purpose is to find the value of kappa and torsion in the form of r dash r double dash and R triple dash. And third result is the relation between torsion and kappa, that is a kappa square tau that we generate from these two equations. Now substitute the value of this, which is kappa. So this will be become kappa square tau, which is equal to R dash, R double dash, R triple dash. So this is the scalar product of these three equations. Now also remember these two results, even these result, in order to find the curvature and torsion of any curve in this form. So if the in the question, if the given is the curve in this form, then we can find its curvature and then torsion, and after that we can find the radius of curvature and radius of torsion. Also from this we can also prove that if tau is 0, then it means this value is 0, then the curve is a plane curve. If kappa is 0, then this value is 0, then the curve is a straight line. So for a straight line, this value is equal to 0, and for a plane curve, this triple product, scalar triple product is 0. So remember this also. Now, to prove the first part, we know that r dash which is equal to t. Clear? So this is a r dash which is equal to t. Now differentiate with respect to s. This is r double dash which is equal to t dash, by definition which is equal to kappa n. Clear? So in order to find r dash into r double dash, so taking the cross product of these two vectors. Now this is a r dash, so this is a r dash, right? And this is a r double dash, which is a kappa n. Now taking the cross product of 1 and equation number 2. So what we get? We get this values, this values. This is kappa tau cross n. What is tau cross n? Which is b vector. So we get kappa into b vector. Now taking its magnitude, if we take magnitude, this binormal vector is a unit vector, so its value is 1, so this value is equal to kappa, right? So from this we find the value of curvature that can be found in the form of r dash cross r double dash and its magnitude. Now our purpose is to find the this triple product r dash r double dash r triple dash. So from this we find the value of r dash cross r double dash. Clear? So we find these values. Now our aim is to find the value of scalar triple product. Now again differentiate these equations. Right? Now differentiate with respect to s. So first differentiate this term, then differentiate this term. When we differentiate this term, it will become r triple dash. Or here when we differentiate this will become r double dash and this will become r double dash. Clear? And kappa b dash, so this kappa is constant, so this is a b dash. Clear? So it is a cross product of same vector, so this value is 0, right? Now from this we get r dash into r double dash, this values. From b dash by Freenet formula, this is minus tau n. If it is minus tau n, and this is a r dash cross r triple dash, if we change their position, that it is multiplied by minus sign, so that minus and this minus cancel to each other, so we get r triple dash cross r dash, which is equal to kappa tau into n vectors. My purpose is to find the scalar product of these values. So this can be written as, first I take this vector r double dash, then dot product, then r triple dash, this is triple dash, and then r dash. This is written in this form r double dash dot product r triple dash cross r dash. Now substitute the value of these equations. What is this? This is kappa tau into n vector, When we substitute this equation, this is kappa tau and n vector. Here it is a t dash because r double dash is t dash. Now again substitute its value. So it is again kappa n. So it is a kappa tau n vector. This is scalar, scalar, scalar. So scalar term will become kappa square tau, and this is a n vector dot n vector. So this n dot vector n is equal to 1 because it is a unit vector. So this value will become kappa square tau. So we get this result R scalar triple product, which is equal to kappa square tau. Clear? Now if we substitute the value of kappa in this equation, then we get this third result. Clear? This second result. When we substitute the value of kappa here, so this will become a tau is equal to this over this r dash cross r double dash and square of the entire term, square of its magnitude. Clear? So from this result is very important. So remember these three relations, and also this theorem is connected to the previous one. If our purpose is to prove the curve is plane curve, so just show this scalar triple product is 0. If we want to prove that the curve is a straight line, then show that curvature kappa is equal to 0, or this cross product is equal to 0. Its magnitude is equal to 0. Now after this result, this is very important. Now that is a relation in term of r dash, r double dash and r triple dash. If our aim is to find the relation in term of dot, which is in term of parametric form, then just convert r dash, r double dash and r triple dash. These term in equation of r dot, r double dot and r triple dot in term of parameters. So we already proved the result. Just convert that terms into r dot, r double dot. Clear? How we can prove that result? Now from this, so this is the same. Now convert this is r dot, r double dot. Here we get this r dot cube, and torsion in this case that is same, but only dash is replaced by dot. But in this case it is divided by r dot absolute value and its a cube, right? Now to prove this, now we know that r dash, this r dash, which is equal to dr by ds. This can be written as dr by dt, this is parameter form, and into dt by ds. Clear? So this will become a r dot over s dot, or this r dot can be written as, if s dot is shifted to this side, so this will become a r dot in term of r dash, which is s dot into r dash. Clear? Which is equation number 1. Now after that, this is second. Now again differentiate this equation, again differentiate this equation with respect to s. If we differentiate again with respect to s, clear? So here first we differentiate this equation with respect to t, because our aim is to find the r double dot. Now if we differentiate with respect to t, so this is r double dot. Clear? This term. Now first function, second function. So first I differentiate this. So this will become r double dot, and this term is simply r dash. Clear? Because now in this case we cannot differentiate with respect to t. So here we differentiate with respect to s. So we differentiate by using chain rule. This is d by ds into ds by dt. So multiply by this. So this will become r double dash. This will become r double dash, and this will become s dot. So this total product will convert into s dot square, right? So what we get s double dot r dash s dot square into r double dash. Clear? So that is in equation number 2. Clear? So this is the second dot product of r double dot, the value of r double dot. Now in case of r triple dot, clear? Now again we differentiate equation number 2 with respect to t. Now here we use the again product function. So first to differentiate this. So no problem. This is simply divided by. So this is s triple dot. Now this r dash as it is. Now differentiate this. Now here this s double dot. This is placed as it is. Now its derivative we can differentiate this through s. So when we differentiate this term through s, then s dot is multiplied as here d by ds into ds by dt. Clear? Now this will become s dot and r double dash. Clear? From this again differentiate. This is now derivative of s dot square. So this term will become this r double dash, and again derivative of this r double dash. So this is r triple dash also multiplied by s dot. Why it is multiplied by s dot? Because we differentiate this term through s, not directly with respect to t. So we get this term. Now this value is equal to s double triple dot r dash 2 times s double dot r double dash and s dot cube into r triple dash. That is a equation number 3. Clear? Now we get the value of r dot. This is r dot, and we get the value of r double dot and r triple dot. Now r double dot, r triple dot, scalar product. Clear? So that is written in this equation. This is first, this is second, and this is a third term. And we know that the same product in scalar triple product will that will be the zero. The cross product of same vector will be the zero. Now here this is a s double dot r dash, and here is s dot r dash, and here it is s dot r dash, and here it is s dot r dash. Clear? So this entire scalar triple product, from this the only r dash term, from this will be 0, this will be converted into s dot square r double dash. Clear? From this these both will be 0, and this will be equal to s dot cube r triple dash. Clear? Now this will become a s dot raised to power 6. 1 is from this, 2 is from this, 3 is from this. So this will be s dot raised to power 6 into r dash, r double dash, and r triple dash. Okay. So this is the relation between these two equations. So this is the relation between these two values. Now similarly, we can find the r dot cross r double dot. This is again of this kind. Now from this we can find the value of kappa, which is equal to, this is kappa, which is equal to this values, and by substituting that values, this will become a this values. This is r dot cross r double dot over r dot raised to power 3. Clear? This is converted into r dot because s dot and r dot are same. Now again tau, which is the same, divided both the equation, then we get this term in term of dot product. Clear? So this is a torsion. Now we can find the kappa and torsion in term of parametric form, r function of t form. So after that, again the same policy is applicable here. If the curve is plane, then tau is 0. Tau is 0 means this is 0. And similar, if the curve is straight line, then kappa is 0. In that case, r dot cross r double dot is equal to 0. So remember this result and this values. Now that is already we discussed the necessary and sufficient condition for a plane curve, that is a tau 0, it means this value 0, and it means this value 0, right? Similarly, in case of kappa 0, then in this value is 0, again in term of dot is equal to 0. Clear? So this is the same. Now, we can understand the theory with the help of question. So this is very important type. So just concentrate how to find the curvature and torsion. Question: the relation of R, the question is related to any parametric form. It may be, suppose the in the given this question, x is equal to 2a cos t, y is equal to 2a sin t, and z is equal to bt square. Now the question is the form of t, which is in parametric form. So we will apply the result of dot, r double dot, r triple dot. So first, what is r? First r. So that is written in the form of x comma y comma z. Clear? So next is r dot. So just differentiate 2a cos t minus sin t. So this is a minus 2a sin t. This is a 2a cos t, and this is a 2bt, right? Then r double dot, because our need is up to r triple dot. Again differentiate, so minus 2a cos t, minus 2a sin t, and this is 2b. Again differentiate with respect to t, which is 2a sin t, which is minus 2a sin t, and this is 0. Our requirement is scalar triple product of these three terms, as well as r dot cross r double dot. Clear? So this is r dot cross r double dot. Now written in the form of determinant I, j, and k, and r dot is minus 2a sin t, 2a cos t, 2bt, minus 2a cos t, minus 2a sin t, and 2b. Now taking the determinant, the value is written in this form, in the form of I, j, and k. So that is in equation number 1, right? So we got the value of r dot cross r double dot. Now scalar triple product. Now in order to find its magnitude, right? So this will be written in equation of 2. Clear? So we can find the magnitude coefficient of I square plus coefficient of j square plus coefficient of k square, then square root. So this will become this value is 4a square root of b square into 1 plus t square in plus a square, right? That is in equation number 2. So that is its magnitude. Now what is the value of kappa? The value of kappa is this. Then substitute this values and this values. What we get? We get this. So this is a curvature of the given equation, right? Now, what is from this we can find? So kappa is equal to this values. Also to find the torsion. So our aim to find the scalar triple product. So scalar triple product, this is written in the form of determinant. Clear? Now solve this determinant. It is easy to solve this. So we get 8a square b into t. Now what is torsion? So torsion is equal to this over this. Substitute its value, that is 8a square b into t. Right? This is a t parameter, and this is a value of t, and similarly its magnitude. Clear? So that is equal to 2 times a square plus b square into 1 plus t square. So that is our torsion. So that is our result. So in this way, for any question, we can using these formula to find the curvature and torsion. Now again, there is some difference in statement. The question is on same line. Show that for the curve r is equal to this plus this, and curvature equal to torsion. So what is our purpose? To find the curvature, to find the torsion, then check are they equal. If they are equal, then we prove the result. Similarly, in this case, determine the function fu. Now, in this question, the parameter is u, not t. So remember this. So that the curve given by this r is a plane curve. Clear? So what is our aim? To prove plane curve, the scalar triple product of r dot, r double dot, r triple dot is equal to 0 or torsion is equal to 0. So you can use any method. So our simple way is to prove that the scalar triple product of r dot, r double dot and r triple dot is equal to 0 to prove the plane curve. Clear? Now same line, this is r vector, right? A cos u, A sin u and fu. R dot, take its derivative with respect to u, then its derivative, then its derivative. This is f dot u. Now it is a f dot means its derivative with respect to u. So remember, here it is a derivative with respect to u. Now again differentiate. This is minus a cos u. This is again minus a sin u. It is again f double dot. Again differentiate. A sin u minus a cos u and f triple dot u. Clear? So for a plane curve, for the plane curve, this value must be 0. Clear? For this taking determinant, it must be 0. To simplify this determinant, so there are many ways to simplify. So I operate R1 plus R3, adding these two equation R1 and R3 because they will convert the two term into 0. So this will be 0, this will be 0. Clear? Then it is easy to expand the determinant. Now this determinant can be written as this into this equal to 0. So cos square u plus sin square u equal to 1. So this is first derivative, this is a third derivative. This equation can be written in this form. Clear? So this is in this form. Where if we take d by du is equal to capital D. This. So this is a this form equation. Now here our purpose is use differential equation to find its solution. So what is auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation is this term equal to 0. So from this we get three roots. One is 0 and plus minus iota. Then what is the solution of this equation? A e raised to power 0z because of this. This is a complex root. So this can be written as b e raised to power 0z into sine of u plus c. So that is a function, value of function where a, b, c, these are arbitrary constant. Clear? So that is question is something different from the previous one because it involves a function of u. So some person may be confuse himself. Now after that there are on same line of action. This is curve x, y and z. Then find the show that the magnitude of curvature is twice the torsion. So what is our purpose? First take R, clear? That is 8 cos cube theta, comma 8 sin cube theta and 3 cos 2 theta. Then R dot, R double dot, R triple dot, clear? Then find the curvature by using formula. Then find the torsion. Then check the relation. So curvature will be twice the torsion. On similarly line of action, find the curvature and torsion of the curve. Now here curve is of this kind. So convert these curve into parametric form. How we can convert it? So just substitute y equal to t. If y equal to t, then we can find the value of x from this, right? And value of z from this. So what is the value of x? Which is t square. What is the value of z? Which is equal to t raised to power 4. Because it is a square of x. What is x? T square. So it is a t raised to power 4. Then find curvature and torsion. Then substitute the value of 1, 1, 1. Here x is 1, y is 1 and z is 1. Clear? Then find the, if x is 1, y is 1, then find the curvature and torsion of the curve at this point. So, similarly, our next result, this is very important result. So, it is a relation between cap r double dash, r triple dash, r4 dash and kappa raised to power 5 d by ds tau by kappa, and similarly that is in term of b dash, b double dash and b triple dash. Clear? So it also involves a some lengthy calculations.